What's up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video where we're going to showcase five teams that you can use in the Sunshine Cup that's coming out later today. And no sunshine when she's gone, but there will be some sunshine in the Sunshine Cup, and we've got five teams featuring some amazing battlers that we are going to get into straight away. The Sunshine Cup, if you're not familiar with it, Rise, what is this Sunshine Cup? I'm newer to GB. I've never heard of it. Maybe I've been playing for 16 seasons. I forget what the Sunshine Cup is. You know, I'm going to Google it right now so I get it right for you. Sunshine Cup Pokemon Go is a limited meta. The typings involved are going to be normal, fire, grass, and ground Pokemon that are eligible in this cup. And I'm someone that likes these themed metas. They break down the meta. And this one in particular is going to be a meta where if you're a newer battler, you're trying to like learn your matchups, this is a perfect meta to play because it's going to be a small amount of Pokemon you're seeing. You're going to see a lot of overlap in these teams, and you're going to be able to learn how to play specific matchups. You're going to see the same situations over and over again. Without further ado, you guys want to see the teams, so let's get into the teams. Team number one in the Sun, let's get rid of the Sun first, is going to be from the one and only Soph Toph. Soph, a great pal, an amazing battler, and a terrific gal. She's running Pidgeot, Vigoroth, and Dunsparce, a triple normal team. And you're going to see a lot of Vigoroth in this video because there is really no hard check to Vigoroth in this meta. The only things that are going to check Vigoroth are other counter users such as Blaziken, but there is really a minimal amount of Vigoroth counters. So this team functions quite well. You've got your flyer in the lead, and if you see maybe a steel type or something weak to it, you can swap straight in that Vigoroth, I would presume, and lure something out, a counter user perhaps, if there is one. You farm down the counter user with your Pidgeot if you can't take switch back, and then you've got Dunsparce roaming free in the back. So a really strong, effective team. I think will definitely work well in the Sunshine Cup. That's team number one from my great friend, my great pal, an amazing gal. That could be like a song from Soph Toph. Team number two, the self-proclaimed best player in the world, Mr. Yasser Elite. I mean, you can argue pretty much anything. I think that might be a tough argument to win with guys like Wadaj, with guys like It's Axon, but you could certainly have the debate. And he's running a pretty fun-looking team here of Rufflet, Vigoroth, and Shadow Blaziken. So a bit of an opposite strategy as the other team. This time, you are weak to things like Dunsparce or Steel types in the lead, but you've got double counter users. So if you can swap in Vigoroth, lure out whatever their Vigoroth counter is, then hopefully once that's dealt with, Blaziken is just going to be a force to be reckoned with in the back. Shadow Blaziken just does incredible damage. I put Stone Edge as the recommended moveset here, which I think it is in this meta since there are going to be some flyers, but you could probably get away with Brave Bird if you want. You could probably get away with Blast Burn as well. So if you're like, Rise, I've already got my Elite TM Blast Burn on Blaziken. I don't want to TM that off. I only have so many Elite TMs. Don't worry, Diego. Blast Burn's cool too. I think Blast Burn might even be the way to go because it's 5 less energy than Stone Edge. And they'll really feel the heat, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, Diego. Team number three comes from Mr. Andrew Manadas. Andrew is a phenomenal battler who placed top 4 in Pittsburgh recently. He was also the NAIC runner-up last year. I know a thing or two about that. And he is running Vigoroth with Pidgeot and Steelix. So we see another Vigoroth in Pidgeot court. And one thing I forgot to mention with Soph's team with the Pidgeot is a very, very dangerous Pokemon, kind of for both sides, because with that Feather Dance Brave Bird guessing game, Pidgeot has the ability to draw shields in situations where if your opponent falls for the Feather Dance bait, they're going to be way behind. Also, it can be dangerous to use yourself because if you Brave Bird and they correctly shield it, sometimes that'll leave you in an uncomfortable position where you're forced to switch out, or you just kind of felt like you dumped a lot of energy unnecessarily. So, Vigoroth, Pidgeot core, I think we're going to be seeing everywhere. And then Steelix with Dragon Tail, Breaking Swipe, and Earthquake. You know, because it takes Vigoroth so long to get to that Bulldoze, it's not incredibly long, right? It's 9 counters, so 18 turns. But Steelix is going to be able to debuff your Vig before they ever threaten getting to that Bulldoze. So I would think Steelix, decent safe swap where even the counter users might not have the most fun time in the world taking Steelix down. I think even if Steelix swaps and it's met by a Vigoroth, it's not a birthday party level fun. It's more like cup of coffee in the morning type of fun. Not like laser tag type of fun. It's like slightly fun for the Vigoroth, but still not great. That wraps up team number 3. Team number 4 is from a Mexican content creator, Mr. Sonoran Man. And I had the pleasure of meeting Sonoran Man a few times. I most recently met him at NAIC where he traded me some Haluchas, and I got a pretty good PvPIV Halucha, so thank you, my man, for that if you're watching. And he's running Vigoroth with Gligar and Swampert, double ground in the back, so this team is triple good against Steelix, if you do see a Steelix. And Gligar, of course, with its recent buffs in the meta with its buffed Aerial Ace and Dig, is a really strong Pokemon. So all 3 of these Pokemon, honestly, are pretty strong in the Open Great League. You don't see Vigoroth too much in the Open Great League because Metacham is everywhere still. But Vigoroth, Gligar, Swampert, pretty well-balanced team. And Swampert, even against the Flyers, that Hydro Cannon's going to hurt. So most of the Flyers in this meta are not going to want to take a Hydro Cannon on the chin. Very cool team from Sonoran Man. Very popular content creator as well. And shout out to him. Finally, last but certainly not least, we have Mr. Rocha Babyface. His team's a little bit off center there. My apologies. Let's get that centered up. And Rocha, a popular content creator in Mexico as well, I believe. And he's running Shadow Kanto Ninetales with Vigoroth and Swampert. So Shadow Canine going to do really well against the Steelix. I do believe G-Fisk is available in this cup, so this team is like triple good in a way against G-Fisk. Of course, it can still hit back against Shadow Canine, but I would consider it more favorable for the Canine because that Weather Ball is just going to be devastating with that Ember damage. And yeah, man, if you see a Swampert, you'd have to probably go into your Vig, so that would be an uncomfortable situation in the lead, but you're going to do really well against the Steelix. And you could also be like, Rise, why not run the new move Scorching Sands on my Shadow Kanto Ninetales? It has the debuff chance, and it gives me that extra ground coverage. The thing is, in this meta, I feel like most things that Fire is hitting super effective for is like the same things ground would also be super. So I think, in my opinion, Overheat is the way to go with this team. I think Overheat can really one-shot things, or at least give your opponent the thought, uh-oh, is this an Overheat? Do I have to shield? Then you bait the Weather Ball, and Overheat just does massive, massive damage. All that said, those are your 5 teams in the Sunshine Cup. I hope this video helped. We'll close it out with Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, only gone when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. I would rate that, if I'm being critical of myself, maybe a 4 out of 10. Let me know what the singing skills are out of 10 in the comments. But it's all about having fun. If you guys enjoyed, not the singing, but the teams to potentially use in the Sunshine Cup, leave a like on this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And all that said, thank you much for watching. Also, shout out to Ghost Stadium. Go check out a list of a full 10-team graphic on Ghost Stadium's Twitter account. Shout out to Crazy Filmmaker, and shout out to Inadequence. As you know the drill by now, he has 5 more teams for you as well from 5 other people in the community. Shout outs there. Shout out to these 5 content creators featured in this video: Soph, Yasser, Andrew, Manadas, Sonoran Man, and Rocha Babyface. That was a long outro. Maybe I shouldn't have sang. It made it even longer. But that's it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.